What's going on, guys?
Mock draft time again.
2.0.
We're going to throw a little bit of trades in here, so
It's going to be interesting.
It's going to get crazy.
Shit's going to be intense.
It's going to be Ricky Williams trade.
Ricky Williams. Yeah. So,
Going to start off, I guess.
got the Jacksonville Jaguars.
They're going to trade.
No. I think it's pretty easily it's going to be Trevor Lawrence. I mean,
So we're going to go with Trevor Lawrence.
we are.
Then we're going to go with number 2, the Jets. So obviously they recently traded Darnold, so that kind of leads us to think that we're going to see another quarterback. Now, to me, I think it's going to be Zach Wilson.
I think so too. I think these two picks aren't going to change. Number 3, the 49ers, where the curveball comes in.
Now, who do they take?
If you believe rumors,
Is Mac Attack? Is that the guy? I mean,
personally, I would say that's not the guy. So, is it Trey Lance? Is it Justin Fields? It's a quarterback.
to me, if they were smart, I would say Lance. But I got a weird feeling that it could be Fields, just because I think Fields is more pro ready.
Yeah.
But and then Lance, but you could have Lance sit behind Jimmy G for a year. But if you're trading up to the 3rd pick, you're gonna get your guy.
I think so too. What do you think? Fields?
Yeah.
Let's say Fields.
And then so we're gonna have the 4th.
4th. Okay, this is where I think there's going to be a trade.
If Atlanta was smart, I would take Pitts would be the pick here.
Yeah.
Now, obviously, like you said, I do think they're going to trade. I think who's going to trade up to the spot, though, I think we're going to see Denver at 9.
Okay, so
So let's see here. So I got to
pose
hit
the trade.
post trade.
Click on Denver.
Okay. Next.
Yeah.
And we want to trade with the Falcons. Okay, so what do you think we're going to have to give up? So obviously we want that 4th. So probably going to have to give up the 9th.
You're giving up the 9th. And to be honest with you, you're probably giving up a 1st next year. Don't you think?
I would say so.
I mean, you're not moving down that much, but
now,
if you really want a quarterback.
do you think that we're going to have to give up maybe a 3rd for next year?
Maybe. You might have to give up something else in this draft.
We want to say the 1st.
What about number 71?
So we're going to go with the 1st,
A 3rd?
2 first-round picks, and a 3rd-round pick.
You think that sounds all right?
Yeah.
Okay.
We'll kind of give that for example. So we're going to propose, see if they accept it.
Obviously we will because we're confirming it. So we're going to go ahead and say confirm.
So we have the Denver Broncos up at 4. To me, I think...
They're getting Trey Lance.
Yep.
It's Trey Lance. No pants for Trey Lance.
So now we're going to finally see if Elway can get the quarterback situation right.
Okay.
So now we're sitting here at 5. Now there's a couple options here. Do we protect Burrow, which you have the top-rated tackle? Do you go with something entertaining with Pitts, or do you reunite him with Jamar Chase?
I've seen all these in mock drafts.
So
Personally, I would protect him because if you get Pitts and Chase, what does it matter if you're sitting on your back? I think the smart decision is to go Penei Sewell, but I can see the other ones. But I say you go Sewell.
Yep, let's go. You got to go with your tackle.
You got to.
So next one we've got the Miami Dolphins are in at 6. I've seen Pitts. I've seen Chase. I've seen Waddle. I've seen Devontae Smith.
I honestly think
mock drafts.
I honestly think how do you give Pitts up at this situation here?
Yeah. To me, I think we're going to see Pitts.
I think so too.
So now we're going to be sitting here and we got the Lions at 7, which
You're going Jamar Chase.
Do you think Chase or do you think Devontae Smith?
I think Chase.
Okay, we'll go with Jamar Chase.
I think Jamar Chase.
So next one we got Carolina. So we got Darnold, we got Robbie Anderson at receiver. You got Moore, Christian McCaffrey. I mean, to me, what do
You got Darnold in there now. I mean,
you go with? Do we go tackle or do we see? All right, so we got Waddle up here, Slater. We see another team trading up here?
I could see that. If somebody wants Mac Jones, who do you think would come up for Mac Jones? Do the Patriots make a move?
I could
see the Patriots making a move.
think so.
Who else needs a quarterback, really?
Falcons, no. Cowboys, no. Really, that's it. Really, he probably could. If I'm sitting there and I'm New England, I think he will slide to us.
Or the Washington football team's another one at 19. They need a quarterback.
What do you think?
But I mean, you're moving down from 8 to 19.
I really think if you're sitting here, I think pick at 8.
You think they'll pick at 8?
To me, I think the no-brainer. To me, I think you'd have to pick Devontae Smith.
Okay, let's go Devontae Smith.
You got to surround Darnold with weapons. So now we got, from the recent trade down, we got Atlanta at 9.
Atlanta. So what do you do here? Do you take Waddle? Do you go 3 receivers right in a row? Do you go defense?
To me,
You go linebacker, Micah Parsons.
I would kind of say Parsons, or do you go corner? Now here's another thing. Obviously, I know we just had him trade down, but so we got Dallas is up next. Do we see Philadelphia trading up 9, giving up a little bit to get a corner, or do you think you just kind of sit and wait?
I think the Falcons will pick here. I don't think they trade down twice.
So I'd say Micah Parsons.
Micah Parsons.
So then we got Dallas is up at 10. Obviously, Lucas isn't here with us right now, but you know he'd love to get some Pitts, but
Yeah.
to me, I think it's got to be certain.
I think so too. They got to go corner. Patrick Surtain.
So then we got the Giants are up at 11.
What do the Giants do?
I think you'd have. Do you go offensive tackle?
You could go tackle. You could go Waddle.
You got Galladay.
No.
I'm gonna go Waddle.
You think so?
No, let's go Waddle.
Okay.
Next one we got the Eagles. I think that J.C. Horn's gonna have to be the pick here. You need a corner.
They do need defensive help. So yeah, J.C. Horn. This is looking good for my Vikings.
So next one we got the Chargers. Obviously, do we sit here and take Slater? Need tackle. They need to protect Herbert.
Yeah, I would agree. Do they go Slater? Probably. I'd go Sean Slater.
So then we got the Vikes at 14.
Okay.
So what are you thinking?
Now, being a Vikings fan, they're in a prime spot right now to trade down. They don't have a second round pick, and New England's coming up at 15. I think Washington trades up
Gets Mac
and
Jones.
gets Mac Jones before the Patriots do.
Okay. So we're going to propose.
Do I want to move down that far? Not really, but I could see it happening. So we go Washington, trading with the Vikings. So
they're going to give up 19th for the 14th.
and I think they're going to give up 51. I think they give 19 and 50, they first and their second to move up to take that quarterback.
Now, do you think that... Now, do we see any other mid picks in here? So, obviously, they're going to give a first and a second for your first.
Yeah.
Do you think they're going to give up maybe, we'll say, what, next year's third for your guys' fourth next year, maybe?
That's possible, but I just leave it like this for right now because those picks don't really matter anyway.
So we're going to go first. So you guys are going to acquire a second round pick and go back 5 spots.
Yeah. I think this is pretty likely.
So, Washington football team's new quarterback.
Mac Jones.
So then that kind of puts New England in a spot here.
Yep.
So recently they got Judon. They signed Kyle Van Noy. So really they're kind of set at linebacker.
Yep.
Now there's a lot of rumors going around maybe that they're going to possibly get rid of Gilmore.
There's...
And then they did lose McCourty retired, right?
Yeah.
I know, Chun.
Patrick Chung.
So do we see a safety go off the board here? Do we see them going tackle? Or do we go Barmore?
Well, see, they got Trent Brown back now, so I could see... I mean, Barmore would be a good pickup.
Or do we see them make a reach and do we go with Rashad Bateman?
Yeah.
To me, I think...
They could trade down, too. I mean... But I don't know who somebody would come up to get, you know.
Well, let's see here.
I mean, Christian Darrisaw is, a good pickup right there. But.
So who we got down here? So we've got Titans, Colts. You know what? Here's an idea. What do you think about what if the Colts trade up for 15 and get an offensive tackle? They recently lost Anthony.
Yeah, that's possible.
So what do you think about that?
I could see that.
So we got the Colts.
Trading with the Patriots. Huh. So 15 for 21. What else are they going to throw in there? What are the Colts going to throw in there?
I think... because
they give up a first and a second, or do you think they give up maybe a first and a third?
I'd say a first and a third.
Okay, let's do that.
So we're going to give up the 21st and the 127th overall for the 15th. Says my trade was declined.
Decline? How do you decline your own trade?
Never mind.
Let's try that again. Can we only do so many trades or something? So give up your 15th for 21.
Let me know if it works.
Maybe you got to give up something else.
Give up next year's first? Or you got to try that. Well, I guess
we're sticking and picking.
I guess New England's not coming off the pick. So,
we're going to stick and pick, I guess, here.
So, who's New England going to go?
Gosh.
You think Greg Newsome?
Well, go ahead. Greg Newsome. They need corner help.
So we got the Cardinals are up at 16. So, to me...
They do need a running back, don't they?
They need a running back, corner. They just lost Patrick Peterson.
Corner's kind of a reach right now, though.
Or do we see Rashad Bateman to replace Fitzgerald?
That wouldn't be a bad pickup. I'm starting to think, let's go Bateman. Might be kind of early, but
get your guys.
They really don't need edge help right now.
So right now we got the Raiders. It's sitting at 17, so we got to go offensive tackle.
I think they go offensive tackle. I think they go Christian Darrisaw.
So next one we got familiar face, got Miami's up again. So who are they going to pair with Pitts? Do we go Najee Harris?
I think you go Najee Harris.
Get some playmakers. Now we got the Vikes are up at 19.
No. See, this is tough for me because...
You think Vera Tucker?
I think you go Vera Tucker, but if Zimmer's going to be pushing for Kwity Paye...
You think so?
Yeah. I think the smarter move would be Tucker. Because you really need help on that offensive line.
I'd say Tucker.
I say Tucker.
So next one we got the Bears sitting at 20.
Bears. The defense is already pretty good. I mean, you really need...
they did lose Fuller.
Yeah.
Now do we go Christian Barmore? Because supposedly they're going to be, Hicks? Just going to be looking for a trade?
No. They can't get a quarterback, is there?
So what are you thinking? Where do we get? All right, well, let's look over here. Do we have somebody that's wanting to trade up? So the Bears got the 20th. So we got. Let's see what we got over here. Jags. I think the Jags will be all right. Saints.
I would say the Browns. If the Browns weren't going to get
Clowney,
I would think maybe they could trade up for Kwity Paye, maybe. But
so what are we thinking?
I'm going to say. I'd say we stick and pick.
Oh man.
I might go offensive tackle.
You taking Cosme?
Yeah.
Let's go Cosme. So the next one we got the Colts sitting at 21. They just lost out on Cosme. Do you take Creed Humphrey?
I think it might be kind of a reach. There's some good players on here still. I mean, Barmore. Who do the Colts got on their defensive line?
Buckner.
Oh, they do got Buckner. Go linebacker.
I think Jeremiah.
Yeah, go linebacker.
Pair him with Darius Leonard.
Yeah.
So the next one we got the Titans sitting at 22. So they recently lost out Corey Davis.
There's not really a receiver right there that's willing to.
They're losing Clowney, I guess, in a sense, but
Think they go Kwity Paye
I could see that.
or Aziz.
Aziz.
I'd go Kwity Paye though.
Okay, Kwity Paye. Next one we got the Jets. So obviously they recently just acquired in this mock draft Zach Wilson.
No.
So we're sitting here at 23. So who we thinking? Travis, you get a running back, or is it still a reach?
I think it's still a reach.
Do you take the next best corner? Their secondary's not too bad, honestly.
No, it's not that bad.
Or do we take Christian Barmore and solidify the defensive line?
I think you get Barmore. It's too much talent still on the board.
So then we got the Steelers at 24. Recently, they just lost out on Pouncey. Retired.
True.
We need a running back.
They do need a running back.
Travis the pick.
Maybe we go running back here. You gotta help Big Ben somehow, right?
The thing I don't want to think about is they did lose out. They lost Bud Dupree.
Yeah.
They go linebacker.
So it's what? Jamin Davis? Zayvon Collins is pretty good too. I think Zayvon Collins is better than Davis.
I do too. But now personally, I don't want them to make that pick. To me, I think they need Zayvon Collins, but
you just don't want to.
I'd say Zayvon Collins.
Zayvon Collins.
Next one, we got the Jags.
So you got Trevor Lawrence with your first pick.
Do you get his running mate and Travis? You got James Robinson.
Nah, you don't need a running back. That's a reach at this point.
To me,
who do they have at safety? Trevin Morin still there. Caleb Farley.
Do you take Creed Humphrey?
Creed Humphrey.
Aziz, edge rusher. You got Miles Jack. You got Josh Allen. You looking? Let's look up the team needs real quick. See what we're setting.
Jacksonville Jaguars. Quarterback, we took care of that. Offensive tackle, receiver, safety, running back.
So we'll be sitting here.
I mean, you got Tevin Jenkins.
Or do you take Trevin?
You got
Moore?
Trevin.
I think Trevin Moore would be the smart pick.
Probably.
I'm gonna go. I would say Moore.
Yeah, let's go Trevor Moore.
There is a drop off kind of in safety. Next one we got the Browns. Browns are kind of edge, Aziz. Now it could change.
No, unless they bring Clowney in.
Because what else do they need? They need a running back. How do they need a running back for? They got Chubb.
Yeah, that's weird. I mean, say they don't. I mean, you either go Caleb Farley or you go edge. I mean, there's a lot of edge help on this board. I mean, problem is, I mean, Clowney can't stay healthy though either. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So do you bring in an Aziz probably?
Right before the Ravens. Oh God.
But there's a lot of edge on here still.
I mean, do you do that or do you go with, say, Gregory? He's got a lot of size, length.
Yeah.
Which, do you want something like that paired or do you want to go with Asai? I mean, really, it's kind of just whoever they pick.
Yeah.
Really, for this right here, we'd have to go more in depth of who runs it. Like, what was it?
Oh, yeah.
You know? Now, I think Aziz is more of a 3-4. From what I was reading, he's more of a 3-4 linebacker.
So you go Asai?
But then here's another thing. Do you go Terrace Marshall's going to be on there?
Well,
because is Odell going to be there? Marshall's got your size.
I just think there's too much. I just think there's too much defensive help on here that you could use to worry about a receiver at this point.
I mean, what are you thinking? I mean, I think you'll say Aziz, but as rumor has it right now, as we're recording this, that they're interested in Clowney and them are going to maybe try to work something out. So
what about Caleb Farley, corner?
I could see that.
They need corner help.
Let's go with that.
Let's do Caleb Farley.
Oh, now we got the Ravens.
You need edge help, right?
This is a tough one because you got Aziz, or do you go with, like, say, Terrace Marshall? Big body, sure hand receiver. Which we kind of need that.
But your defense was decimated.
And we lost Judon, and we did lose Unique. I'm going to go with Aziz. Runs a 3-4. Baltimore, they like run on a 3-4 sometimes. So next one we got the Saints. Really, this could be really the what we got for the Saints needs? Edge,
corner, receiver, edge, linebacker.
Now this is a tough one here.
I mean, there's a lot of edge on there. I mean,
Davis, Asai.
Let's go Asai.
Next one we got Green Bay. I think
I mean,
to me,
I would go Marshall if
you need a receiver, but the way that they are, they don't. Now, to me, I think we say Davis to solidify your linebacking core.
Yeah, but I just think if you're smart, you go Marshall because you
let's say Marshall.
Let's go Marshall.
Buffalo. They take Travis, get a better running. You know, they got Zach Moss and Devin Singletary.
No.
So, what are you thinking? They need corner, edge, and receiver.
There's so much edge. I mean, I think you take the other edge.
Which one you want? Away?
Away. Or Rousseau. I'd go Rousseau.
Okay, let's go Rousseau. Now you got the Chiefs. To me, this has got to be Jenkins. You need to get a tackle.
Tackle. Yeah, you need a tackle bad. So, yep. Tevin Jenkins. Buccaneers. Defensive line. Need running back, edge.
No way.
Or do you bring in another offensive lineman?
Creed Humphrey.
Creed Humphrey. I mean, he could probably play guard if he doesn't play center.
Or do you? Well, they recently signed Bernard, as of right now. So Travis, I'd say off the board. They got Leonard Fournette still.
No. Linebacking core is pretty decent. Really, I mean...
I think you take the best player available, right? Or do they trade down? Nah, it's the last pick.
We got to pick. I'd go offensive line. Protect Brady. He can't run no more, so...
So what are you thinking? Tackle? Wyatt Davis is there for guard.
Wyatt Davis is there.
Or do you go with Creed Humphrey?
That's tough. Alex Leatherwood. Let's go Wyatt Davis.
Wyatt Davis.
Boom.
Boom.
We done.
We done.
That was mock draft 2.0.
Well, we'll have to
With
look
a few trades.
We'll have to look back and kind of see where we picked from our first one.
Yeah.
I think we got some of them are a little different.
Yeah, so
But
I guess that's it.
that's it, guys. Stay tuned next week.
We will do another one the week of the draft, so
It's gonna be coming up.
Couple weeks.
Maybe we'll do live.
live draft.
Live in charge. See you guys later.
Later.
Adios.